In a world that seems to be increasingly divided and engulfed in conflicts, many people are seeking answers and comfort in the words and prophecies passed down through the centuries. One such prophecy, attributed to the Virgin Mary, speaks of times of great tribulations, changes, but also of hope. Today, we will guide you through this video, exploring the meaning of this prophecy and how it might relate to our times. Before we dive in, remember to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any updates on topics that will open your eyes to truths not told on TV. In a world where certainty seems to be an increasingly rare luxury, many turn to ancient prophecies in search of guidance and hope. Among these, the prophecies attributed to the Virgin Mary hold a prominent place, shrouded in a veil of mystery and allure that spans the centuries. It is in this context that we begin our exploratory journey, diving into one of the most fascinating spiritual narratives in the world. The Virgin Mary, a central figure in the Christian faith, has been the protagonist of numerous appearances throughout history. From Fatima to Lourdes, from Medjugorje to La Salette, the messages she has left are as varied as they are profound, ranging from prayers for world peace to the conversion of hearts. But what do these prophecies actually tell us about our time? To understand the scope of these revelations, we must first immerse ourselves in the very nature of the Marian messages. They are not simply warnings or predictions of future events. They are rather calls to action, invitations to conversion and prayer, tools of hope in times of despair. A recurring theme in these appearances is the need for a return to faith and moral principles, a warning that resonates with particular intensity in our time, marked by conflicts, divisions, and a growing indifference towards the spiritual. In this context, the words of the Virgin Mary present themselves as a beacon of light, guiding humanity towards a safe harbor of peace and harmony. The revelation of these prophecies occurred at different times and places, often to children or humble seers, as if to underscore the importance of innocence and purity of heart in receiving such messages. Each apparition carries with it a specific historical and cultural context, but all share a common thread: the loving presence of Mary warning, guiding, and encouraging her children. In an era marked by incessant turbulence, where news of conflicts emerges from every corner of the globe almost daily, many wonder if these are the tribulations foretold in the Marian prophecies. Today's conflicts take many forms, from armed ones that devastate entire nations to ideological ones that divide societies, from man-made environmental disasters to the refugee crisis that challenges global borders and morals. Every day, stories of discord and despair fill our screens and our hearts with anguish. But what do these tribulations teach us about the state of the world and our role in it? The Virgin Mary's prophecies, which speak of periods of great difficulty followed by a promise of peace, can offer a lens through which to examine these events. It's not about looking for specific signs or dating events, but rather understanding the intrinsic message, an invitation to an inner conversion and prayer as means to overcome tribulations. These messages were never inevitable fate. On the contrary, they offer a way out, a call to humanity to change course through faith, love, and forgiveness. In this sense, the Marian prophecies invite us to reflect on our values and actions, suggesting that peace begins in the heart of each one. Faced with conflicts and tribulations, the human response can vary widely. Some choose to ignore the warnings, continuing on a path of discord and disunion. Others, however, find in these prophecies a reason for hope and an incentive to work for change, both on a personal and collective scale. The real challenge then is to turn awareness into action. How can we, individually and as a community, contribute to building that future of peace prophesied? The answer may lie in listening carefully to the Marian messages and applying them in our daily lives. Now, I want to open a debate among you, dear viewers. How do you interpret the connection between the current global tribulations and the Marian prophecies? Do you see, in today's conflicts, the echo of ancient predictions? Or do you believe that human history is a continuous cycle of struggles and reconciliations, independent of prophecies? Share your thoughts in the comments below. At the heart of the Marian prophecies, we find a powerful and transformational message: the call to conversion. This chapter explores the depth of this invitation, not only as a return to faith, but as a profound internal change that prompts us to reevaluate our priorities, our values, and our way of living. In a world marked by conflicts and tribulations, this conversion could be the key to unlocking the door to a future of peace and harmony. Conversion, in the context of the Marian prophecies, goes beyond simply returning to religious practices or a professed faith. It's a radical change of heart and mind, a spiritual awakening that invites us to live more authentically, in harmony with the values of love, compassion, forgiveness, and justice. This internal transformation requires reflection, prayer, and above all, openness to being guided by grace. Our times, characterized by deep divisions, injustices, and an unprecedented ecological crisis, urgently call for a collective conversion. The response to global problems cannot be solely technological or political. It must also and above all be spiritual. The call to conversion pushes us to reconsider our relationship with creation, with others, and with the divine, inviting us to become instruments of peace in a turbulent world. Conversion is not a single event, but a journey, a continuous process of growth and renewal. Every step on this path brings us closer to a deeper understanding of our purpose and our place in the world. Through prayer, meditation, and concrete actions of love and service, we can respond to the call to conversion, bearing witness to hope and light amidst the darkness. This path of conversion is not solitary. It is intrinsically connected to our life in community. Our internal transformation has a direct impact on how we relate to others, on how we build more just societies, and on how we care for our planet. In this sense, personal conversion is inseparably linked to collective action for the common good. And you, how do you live the call to conversion in your daily lives? What steps have you taken on this path of personal transformation, and how have these influenced your role in the community? Share your stories and reflections in the comments. Let's create together a space of inspiration and encouragement. If this message of conversion and transformation resonates with you, I invite you to show your support by leaving a like and sharing this video. Subscribe to the channel to continue exploring together how we can respond with faith and action to the challenges of our time. In a world that often seems darkened by the clouds of conflicts and tribulations, signs of hope shine like stars in the night, offering direction and comfort. Chapter 4 guides us through the discovery of these signs of hope, highlighting how, even in the darkest moments, the light of hope never completely goes out. We will explore how to spot these signs in our everyday lives and the crucial role they play in our journey of conversion and spiritual growth. Signs of hope manifest in multiple forms, from human solidarity in times of crisis to the rebirth of nature after a catastrophe, from the unusual act of kindness in the daily routine to the unexpected testimony of faith in times of doubt. These moments, though small or often overlooked, are powerful reminders of the good that persists in the world and the constant presence of God in our lives. The Marian prophecies, while speaking of times of trial, also carry an intrinsic message of hope. They remind us that, despite the difficulties, there is a path toward peace and reconciliation. These messages invite us to look beyond the immediate tribulations, to strengthen our faith, and to actively work for a better future. Choosing hope in an era of cynicism and disillusionment is an act of courage and faith. It means believing in the potential for change and in the inherent ability of humanity to overcome its challenges. Hope motivates us to act, to contribute to the construction of that promised future of peace by actively participating in our community and the wider world. Every individual has the power to spread hope. Through our words, our actions, and our example, we can be a beacon for others, sharing stories of hope, acting with kindness, and offering support to those in difficulty are concrete ways through which we can help spread a light of hope in the world. Throughout this journey through the Marian prophecies and their meaning in our times of conflict, we have explored the depth of the message of conversion, the importance of facing tribulations with faith, and the transformative power of signs of hope. In Chapter 5, we now turn to the future, reflecting on how we can embody and carry forward this message of hope and transformation in our daily lives and in the collective, to build together the bright future prophesied. The first step towards a future of hope is to incorporate this hope into our daily lives. This involves finding joy in the little things, maintaining a positive outlook even in the face of challenges, and above all, sharing this hope with those around us. It also means engaging in daily practices of prayer or meditation that strengthen our spiritual connection and recharge us with positive energy.